Hello everyone and welcome to my BTG CBS update channel. Joey has quietly executed what might be the savviest maneuver we've seen all year. His target wasn't Bill Hamilton directly, no, that would be too straightforward for a man like Joey. Instead, he went straight to the heart of the matter. Hayley Hamilton, the woman who's been methodically trying to end her husband's life for months. Think about the context here. Hayley has been on a slow burn mission, slipping untraceable toxins into Bill's drinks and meals, all in pursuit of that hefty life insurance payout, and a fresh start far from the judgmental eyes of the Crest's elite. She's collaborated with her shady cousin Randy, dodged suspicious glances from Joey himself after he caught them on surveillance footage, and even weathered close calls like when Naomi nearly ingested a tainted treat. Hayley's drive stems from a mix of greed and resentment. She's tired of being seen as the homewrecker who stole Bill from Danny, tired of scraping for acceptance in a community that views her as an outsider, or worse, as Danny's leftovers. Her plan was meticulous, patient, designed to make Bill's death look like natural causes, perhaps a heart issue exacerbated by stress. But Joey, ever the chess player in a town full of checkers enthusiasts, saw an opportunity. He knows Bill has political connections, a charismatic presence, and a knack for working rooms full of power brokers. More importantly, Joey knows that a certain congressional seat is opening up. Martin's perhaps, or one tied to the shifting alliances in Washington that ripple back to their gated enclave. Bill's been hesitant, dragging his feet on any real ambition beyond his law practice and fixing problems for the rich and influential. So Joey didn't waste time convincing the man himself. He sidled up to Hayley at the country club, that bastion of whispered deals and clinking glasses, and painted a picture she couldn't resist. Imagine the scene. Hayley, nursing a drink and stewing over yet another slight from the ladies who lunch, when Joey approaches with that knowing smile. He doesn't threaten or coerce, he flatters. He talks about power, real power. Not the fleeting kind that comes from marrying well, but the enduring sort that shapes policy, commands respect, and silences critics. Vanity Fair spreads, influential circles in D.C., the chance to rub elbows with senators and shape narratives. And Hayley, with her sharp intelligence and burning need for validation, bites. You can almost hear the shift in her mindset, the way her eyes light up at the prospect of being more than a trophy or a villain in someone else's story. She even quips something about preferring the title of queen, a line that lands perfectly, acknowledging her ambition while Joey nods approvingly. It's a masterstroke because Joey understands her better than Bill ever has. Hayley isn't just in this for money. She's in it for dominance, for proving she's superior to those who shun her. Now comes the irony, the delicious twist that could upend everything. By dangling this political carrot, Joey has inadvertently, or perhaps deliberately, thrown a lifeline to Bill. Hayley's poisoning scheme was thriving in the shadows, away from prying eyes. But a congressional campaign? That's floodlights. Every aspect of Bill's life would come under scrutiny. His health, his habits, his marriage. Sudden illnesses would raise red flags, autopsies would be thorough, and any hint of foul play could trigger federal involvement. A dead rich lawyer might slip by as tragic. A dead candidate, especially one with ties to influential families like the Duprees and Richardsons, becomes a scandal that demands answers. Hayley can't risk that. Killing Bill now would sabotage her shot at the throne she's just been offered. Better to keep him alive, healthy enough to win the seat, and then bask in the reflected glory as the power couple everyone has to court. Of course, this assumes Hayley can rein in her impulses. Her narcissism is a wildfire. Feed it the right fuel, and it burns brighter, but it can also consume everything in its path. The allure of political influence might outweigh the immediate gratification of revenge and riches, at least for now. Joey's pitch taps directly into that, offering her a stage bigger than Fairmont Crest, a way to stick it to her detractors from the heights of Capitol Hill. She could host fundraisers, influence legislation, become the queenmaker behind the scenes. It's intoxicating, far more than whatever herbal concoction she's been brewing. And Joey? He benefits too. A congressman in his pocket means favors, protection for his casino empire and shadier dealings, leverage over the community's movers and shakers. Yet this is beyond the gates where no plan survives contact with reality intact. Bill's been showing subtle signs of the poisoning, moments of weakness, perhaps those slurred words or numb hands we've glimpsed in passing. He's trying to build sentimental traditions this holiday season, decorating trees and reminiscing, oblivious to the fact that his wife is debating homicide versus high office. If he collapses again, or if someone like Danny or Naomi starts connecting dots, the whole scheme could implode. Plus, there's Lynette, Hayley's old associate from her scamming days, popping up as a client and dredging up aliases like Val. That past could unravel everything, forcing Hayley to accelerate or abandon her plot. Joey's move is brilliant because it's layered. On the surface, it's about recruiting Bill for politics, settling old scores with rival families, or expanding his influence. But deeper, it neutralizes a threat. Hayley was getting sloppy involving Randy, who works for Joey. By redirecting her energy toward a campaign, Joey keeps her occupied, protects his own interests, and maybe even saves Bill as collateral. Whether intentional or not, he's turned a would-be murderer into an ambitious campaign manager. Hayley gets a new purpose, transforming Bill into a winner, dragging him to victory and claiming her crown. But ambition is a double-edged sword. If Bill wins, the spotlight intensifies. If he loses, her frustration might boil over. As we head into the new year, this storyline has endless potential. Will Hayley fully commit, shelving the poison for photo ops and stump speeches? Or will temptation win, leading to a dramatic near-miss that exposes her? Joey's sly fox nature suggests he's playing a longer game, perhaps using Hayley to control Bill, or setting up a fall if things go south. In a community rife with secrets, from Anita's health battles to lingering family rifts, this political ploy adds a fresh layer of intrigue. It's not just about survival anymore. It's about legacy, power, and whether greed can be redirected into something almost respectable. The beauty of Joey's master plan lies in its simplicity and psychology. He didn't confront Hayley about her scheme. He empowered her ego instead. In doing so, he might have bought Bill time, forced Hayley to evolve, and positioned himself as the puppet master. But soaps thrive on chaos, and this calm before the storm feels temporary. One wrong move, a suspicious doctor visit, a leaked tip from Randy, or Bill growing too close to Danny again, and the poison could resurface. For now though, Joey has flipped the script. Political ambition might just be the antidote to Hayley's deadly brew, giving her purpose beyond murder, and Bill a chance to live long enough to chase that seat. In Fairmont Crest, where Gates keeps secrets in as much as threats out, this could be the twist that defines the season. Joey Armstrong didn't just plant seeds. He cultivated an entirely new garden of intrigue, and we're all waiting to see what blooms.